service day. Joy, joy. What's up, y'all? Like I said, it's maintenance day here on the Daily Driver. I know I hadn't put this vehicle on the channel before, really because it's just your basic everyday commuter car, but we got a few videos coming up where this is going to have to be in a video, so I figured might as well show it now. So we're getting ready to do the basic maintenance on it: oil change, air filter, tire rotation. And before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and wash it because this thing is filthy. In my line of work, my day job, I drive this thing about 300 miles a day, so it's kind of hard to keep up on keeping it clean. Most times Saturdays is my wash day, so most of them I wash it on the weekends. That way we have a clean vehicle for the weekend. But I'm going to go ahead and, I took off early today, I'm going to go ahead and knock the maintenance out on this thing, and we're going to bring y'all along for the trip. If I didn't say this before, it's a 2019 Honda Civic. It's got the little 1.5 turbo in it. It's good on gas. I mean, anybody knows anything about Hondas, you know these things are built to last. So this is only 2019, but I've got 123,000 miles on it. Like I said, I drive about 200 to 300 miles a day on this thing. So we're gonna time lapse it on the new 360 camera of ours, so we're going to test that out, see how it does. While I was at the parts store picking up some supplies, I come across this Purple Power has some new wash and wax liquid, so I'm going to give that a try. $5 for that whole jug, so I figured I like Purple Power products, so we'll give that a shot. Y'all hang tight, we're going to get this thing cleaned up. Now that's much better. Now it's a little bit cleaner, so we can actually work on it. So let me get the truck moved out of the way. We'll move this down in the bottom where it's flat at and jack it up and rotate the tires first, and then I'll go ahead and do the oil change on it. Okay, the few basic tools you're going to need to do this tire rotation job. You're either going to need a 4-way lug wrench or impact gun comes in handy. I highly recommend this Cobalt 24 Max. It's been a good impact gun for me. And to go with that, you're gonna need a socket to fit your particular lug nuts. This happens to be universal, not universal, but it's 21 millimeter on one end, 19 on the other end. You can flip it around and use either side, so that pretty much covers anything you're gonna run into. You also need a floor jack. I have what's called a triple lift jack. It's like a motorcycle lift. You can lift transmission with it. It just has a big, wide lift area on it, so it makes you got plenty of contact area. It comes in handy, so like I said, for lifting motorcycles, ATVs. Transmission makes it makes the transmission job so much easier with a jack like that. So you're gonna need a floor jack, and then some jack stands. At least 2 decent jack stands. And speaking of jack stands, Jack Stand Mafia. Got a hell of a shitbox supply, that kind of get you some swag. Shout out, Matt. Anyways, we're gonna get this thing lifted up in the air and get after it. One thing you want to be sure of when you're jacking, especially on these new vehicles, make sure you got a solid jack point. You don't want to be crushing any brake lines or any fuel lines or plastic trim underneath there, so just double check everything underneath there. I'm going to jump inside and lock the e-brake on it just to be on the safe side.
Maggie got a fall down.
While I got these tires off, I posted a short video a while back about these tires we got. Like I said, I do a lot of driving, so I've tried several different not sizes, but several different brands of tires. These are our Blackhawk Street H11s. When I searched Google or YouTube or anything, I couldn't find any information on these tires. These are a budget tire. I picked these up from a local dealer. Mounted, balance out the door for like $3.99. That's less than $100 a tire. You really can't beat that nowadays. They're rated for 45,000 miles. They got a tread wear of 400. Let's see, it might be 420. Where did you get a tread wear? Never seen it in here the other day.
What does the 215 stand for?
I was wrong. Tread wear is 420. Traction A, temperature A. So I don't expect to get 45,000 miles out of them. They're a $100 tire. So I mean, I had the previous set on here was Yokohama's, and they were rated for 80,000 miles, I think, or 75,000 miles. Not complaining about those Yokohamas. Those are excellent performance tire. I mean, the wet and dry handling capabilities of that tire far exceeded anything I expected. But they are also double the price of these Blackhawks. And at the rate I'm driving this thing, I'm putting a set of tires on it at least every year. One set of tire every year. So I figured, what the heck, why not give these Blackhawks a try for less than $100 a tire. So I got 6,000 miles on them right now. They ride quiet, smooth, comfortable ride. They don't have the cornering stiffness that I had got used to out of those Yokohamas, but if you're not an aggressive driver like I am, if you just need something for your daily commuter tire, I mean, you can't go wrong with these things. $100, I mean, come on. We based that on a night out to eat, so if you're looking for a decent budget tire, check out Blackhawk. While you're in here, it's a good time to go ahead and check your brakes out, make sure everything's good to go in that department. I just put a set of brakes on this thing about 6 months ago. Everything looks to be good.
What do you like look for?
Just checking, see how much meat is left on the pads, make sure the rotor don't have any major grooves in it. Just make sure you don't see anything out of place in there. This is for all you torque freaks out there. Just in case you was wondering, 80 foot-pounds on these lug nuts after you drop it on the ground. Okay, we got the other side rotated. I left it jacked up with the jack stands under it. First thing you're going to have to do to tackle the oil change is you got to get rid of this skid plate on the bottom. It's a few 10mm bolts up front, and then out back you have two little twist lock flathead screws. Yours could be like mine and could be missing half of these. So this is the first time I've actually serviced this vehicle. Most of the time we take it to the dealership and get it done, but the warranty's out on it now, so I'm going to start servicing it myself. So needless to say, it's missing a couple of these 10mm bolts, so I'm going to replace them, and the plastic's tore out on this one, so I'm going to see if I can fix that with a bigger washer. So 10mm flathead, drop your skid plate, then you can access your oil filter and your drain plug. I'm going to see if I can do this without the camera rotating. Once you drop that skid plate, you got easy access to your oil filter right here. So, and the drain plug is right here. So you can drain them both at the same time if you wanted to. Should drop right down to the pan without making too big of a mess. I'll go ahead and clean some of this up while we're underneath here. And the two holes, get these leaves out of here. The two holes for the flathead screws lock in right here. They're just twist lock screws. And then the perimeter bolts are 10mm for that skid plate. So let's throw the drain pan on here and get this thing draining. Okay, while we got that draining, y'all, I'll go ahead and show you what kind of oil we running in this thing. Ever since we've had this thing, we bought it brand new. It had 12 miles on it. Ever since we've had it, it's been on this Castro Edge. This is a 020 weight. It's been on 020 since day one. Just now switching it over to the high mileage version. Before it's been on the Castro Edge. Where's Maggie at?
Right there in the woods.
She's down in there? Okay, like I was saying, y'all, we've got the Castro Edge high mileage 020 weight running a Fram filter in it. I know Fram sucks, but this is all they had in stock besides the store brand, so I also got a Fram air filter to throw in it. So I'm gonna get on here and first I'm gonna fill this filter up in the middle. Let me open it up, might help. I'm gonna fill the center of that filter up with some clean oil so it's not dry on initial startup. And then I'm gonna put the drain plug back in it and we're gonna fill it up with oil. Sorry y'all, I didn't realize my phone had quit recording. The battery's getting low on it, so it automatically shut off. Before you fire it up on the initial fire up, be sure to check your oil level. Make sure your drain plug's tight, your oil filter's tight. We went ahead and threw the air filter in there. We thought the video was recording, but that's a simple 4 bolts. Lift the air box lid off, drop your new filter in, and reverse the process. Now just be sure to get inside and reset your engine oil light, so that way you can keep track of your mileage, and then you're good to go for another 5,000–6,000 miles, depending on how long you run yours. I run this one on a 6,000 mile interval, just because that's the way the computer's set up to trip. So 6,000 miles, I'll do another oil change, rotate the tires again, and keep her on the road. But until next time, y'all stay tuned for we got some more videos coming on this car very soon.
Yeah.